Well, good afternoon, everyone. Owen Fritzen here with you again here on Saturday. It is April 4th, almost Easter for for us here. Just a few more hours to go until we hit Easter Sunday. Tracking a line of some thunderstorms here with, in our coverage area, we got one severe thunderstorm warning right now. But as we continue to move on, we see that the National Weather Service and Storm Prediction Centers issued a severe thunderstorm watch for a majority of north and central Ohio, along with northeast Ohio. As this line continues to trips across Ohio, it's going to continue to evolve and get a little bit stronger, and some of these storms can get a little bit cranky here with this one. Now, this is that setup here. Let's kind of take a look at some things, kind of zoom out here for you. You can see this is that line that's crossing into Ohio. First of all, let's turn on the convective outlook here for the Storm Prediction Center. This is where they've kind of issued that slight risk category of storms. As they crossed into Ohio, they started to intensify a little bit more. There was a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings already, but this is where that line potentially could fire up. We're kind of still waiting to see. This line's getting a little bit stronger as it's moving off here towards the east, so you might see a little bit more in terms of some severe thunderstorm warnings. The good news about today is we're not seeing, in terms of tornadic activity, we had some last night, but we're not seeing as much tornadic activity possible today. So it's kind of on the lower end of the scale. An isolated tornado is possible as some of these storms have a little bit of rotation with them, but it is much, much weaker on the scale when we look at the terms of everything. We're looking at more of a wind threat today as this moves off towards the east. Kind of a good old-fashioned thunderstorm with some cranky winds is kind of what we're looking at here for today. The National Weather Service and the Storm Prediction Center, this is the latest outlook that they have issued. I don't really anticipate it being upgraded at this point. They did shift that slight risk area to the north just a little bit, so I think we are right where they need to be, or right where we need to be as far as the outlook goes for this. Now, again, this severe thunderstorm watch, as you can see on your screen here, we flip off the radar, and some of these counties will be dropped out of it, but everywhere from Lucas County, Wood County, all the way down to 70 and across into Columbus. This is a severe thunderstorm watch that goes until 9 o'clock tonight, and they're saying the biggest threat, as you can see, 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts with it. That's kind of what we're looking at here for today. Flip back on the local radar here, and let's look at that severe thunderstorm warning real quick, and then we'll look at some other things here in just a few minutes. But we do have that severe thunderstorm warning for portions of Lucas and Wood counties up here near Toledo. So let's go ahead and take a quick zoom in on that for you. This severe thunderstorm warning goes until 3:30. So you got about another minute or so on this severe thunderstorm warning, and it doesn't look like they're going to reissue it. I could be wrong. But at this point, it looks like they are going to let it roll and officially here let it expire here, and it'll expire here in just one moment. It is expired right now at officially 3:30. So that one has dropped off the screen, or will drop off the screen here in a minute. That one officially is done now. It is 3:30. So that one is away, if you will. So that one is gone for us here in Northwest Ohio. So this line is continuing to evolve just a little bit. I'm not overhyping the situation. This is kind of your good old-fashioned thunderstorms once again, moving off towards the east. Kind of a little bit of a gully washer for some. We don't need the rain. My goodness, we don't need the rain in many areas because of the flooding situations going on in many areas, especially last night as we'd seen flash flooding across Holmes County in particular, where the sheriff's office actually put out a statement saying, please don't drive on the roadways due to flash flooding. They're seeing about 2 feet of water in some cases, and some reports came in this morning of shipping containers floating down the roadways. So that's something we're continuing to monitor as far as flash flooding across northern Ohio, pretty much north of I-70. Anyone's under that threat for even more flooding as it moves across here for today. So that's what we're keeping an eye on. And I don't have the whole radar turned on as far as the composite. Let me go ahead and do that for you here and flip off Cleveland, since we don't have that severe thunderstorm warning anymore. But kind of looking here, this is kind of a gully washer as it moves through, and a couple of these storms could get a little bit cranky as it continues to move on here over the next several hours. You see a lot of storms here. Let's go down towards Dayton and towards Piqua and Lima, I should say. You kind of can see you kind of see they have some special weather statements out on some of these storms, looking a little bit more on the stronger side. Again, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts being the primary threat on these at this particular moment. So we're keeping a very close eye on this for you. I just wanted to come live and let you know that, hey, we're here with you as we go throughout the afternoon hours today. I'm not sure we'll come live on every single thing, but if we warrant it, as we see it's warranted, we will. Got to remember that we do have the automated warnings that are there for you on our social media, and you can always download our app, search Ohio News and Weather in the App Store and the Google Play Store. You can get alerts right there on your phone. Also, just have a couple ways to receive warnings today. The good thing is, I would say, is it's going to cool down a little bit as this front continues to move through. You kind of see this first line, and then we have a little bit of a line forming right behind it. So we're watching kind of both of those lines here today, and we'll see if it fills in a little bit. That's kind of the question of the day. As it moves here forward, will it fill in and take the oomph out of this line? Although this is below severe limits right now as well, so we're not seeing much in the terms of that. Let me go ahead and pop on one thing here for you, if I can get it turned on. One of these days I'll figure out how to operate this thing. I'm just kidding. Let's see if we can turn on. I don't want that. I want surface. There we go. Let's turn on some of the observations here of air temperatures. You can see very clearly as I zoom out here regionally, you can see right where that front is. So cooler temperatures on the way as we move here, as this front moves across the area. So you kind of see right where that front back into the 40s. We'll probably be back in the 40s and 50s here for tomorrow on your Easter Sunday. Hopefully it stays dry. Can't totally rule out a shower or two as it moves through. I'm going to turn on the fronts for you. Kind of see where that warm front's diving to the north as it did last night here. Kind of see that red line. This is probably a little bit older, but that you could kind of see this cold front that it's advancing here off towards Indiana, and as it continues to push through, temperatures will decide, or will, I wouldn't say plummet, but they will fall, which would be a good thing for us here across Ohio, as some of you are not quite ready for the 80 degrees in some spots that we had yesterday. It was pretty impressive yesterday in some areas. It got real steamy, real hot, but that's kind of our regional outlook here. We're looking at this kind of being the main line of storms, but we got to watch the secondary line, see if it gets a little bit cranky this afternoon. But again, bottom line is I don't think you should get overly zealous about this today. The tornado threat is very low, but it's non-zero. I do think you just need to have a way to receive warnings, and it's going to be just kind of your good old garden variety thunderstorm with some stronger winds. So that's kind of what we're looking at here for today. So with that being said, I just wanted to come live and kind of give you a little bit of a briefing and let you know what we're watching, what we're seeing right now in the terms of severe weather. Again, any one of these could get a little bit cranky for you as well. So we're keeping an eye on that, and I believe here, I don't know if they reissued that severe thunderstorm warning or not, because I'm getting mixed messages here on that one. So I know on the bottom of your screen it said till 4 o'clock for Lucas County or not, but I believe that's expired now. I have not seen the extension or issues on that. I believe that one was ready to roll. I don't know why they would have reissued that. However, though, they have, so please ignore that at the bottom of your screen. However, though, they have issued a special weather statement for that cell that's moving into Sandusky and Ottawa County. So we'll zoom in on that one here real quick. Woo! Let's go ahead and put the map the right way. We'll go back here and look at this real quick. And this cell that's kind of crossing into Sandusky and Ottawa counties, a little bit stronger here. Not seeing it, and if we flip over to rotation or velocity, look at that. We're not seeing much in the terms of rotation with this line right now, but we are seeing some stronger wind gusts with it as we move forward here. But nothing too crazy on that. Let's go ahead and turn that off and get confused on that. But we're seeing a couple isolated cells start to pop out ahead of this a little bit too. So if we look, kind of see here just in the tip here, Crawford County and Seneca County, moving right towards Attica right now. You see a little bit of a gully washer starting to come up for you here, just outside of New Washington, outside of Sycamore and Attica, getting a little bit of rain there right now, starting to formulate just out ahead of this line a little bit. But again, this is kind of the situation that's going on. The National Weather Service has stayed on this on this line here, basically moving out of Lucas and Wood counties into Ottawa and Sandusky counties. They're saying the max wind gust is 55, so it's kind of right on the line of severe criteria. 58 would be issued a severe thunderstorm warning as it meets that severe criteria limit, but they're issuing a special weather statement on this one as it moves forward. So again, can't let your guard down today, because we do again have a little bit ways to go. They issued this severe thunderstorm watch until 9 o'clock tonight. And again, I'll let me clear the deck here for you, and just turn on the watch so you can kind of see where that area is right now. So this is that severe thunderstorm watch right now. I'll zoom out a little bit. This goes until 9 o'clock tonight. So pretty much east on the storms, east, northeast is pretty much everything the way that the storm movement is headed. Let me flip back on here. I'll turn back on the base reflectivity here, and I'll throw this into motion for you. Some of you like to look at that. So I'll go ahead and throw that into motion here for you so you can kind of take a look at that as it's moving east-northeast here for most of us. And then obviously we got that watch issued. We're going to have to keep an eye on this. Again, like I said, over the next couple of hours, I'll turn off the watch box, but we'll have to keep an eye on this over the next few hours here as it continues to move through the area. Again, 9 o'clock, and I think once you see that second line here move through, it's coming through Fort Wayne right now, you'll start to see those watch boxes drop off as that line moves past our area. I doubt most people in Northwest Ohio stay under that watch until 9 o'clock. I bet you it's probably canceled early. That's just kind of the way they issued it on the direction, timing, and everything of this particular storm. Don't let your guard down either in southern Ohio. You got a few storms getting cranky there down by Cincinnati and Dayton. I know some of you aren't included in that watch. I'll turn the watch box back on. But don't let your guard down completely down there. It doesn't mean you couldn't get a severe thunderstorm. It just means it's not necessarily as likely as the area where we see the severe thunderstorm watch going on across most of Ohio. All right. So that's kind of what we're looking at. One final thing before I roll. Let me just kind of put the model into play for you. Now the model's not exactly as I like it, but we'll start here with 4 o'clock and kind of show you what we're seeing. This is the model data now. We're not looking at any of the current radar. This is model data saying at 4 o'clock, and it lines up pretty easily with what we got going on. Here's 5 o'clock, so you can see that line. That first line moves really through north central Ohio, down by Sandusky, in Seneca County, continues to race off here towards the east. 6 o'clock, that secondary line's kind of moving through, starts to approach Toledo. And then 7 o'clock, you can kind of see that the models don't have a great handle on this particular line of storms, that secondary line. They got it coming in and then falling apart. So we're waiting to see if that actually merges together, to see if it fills in with the atmosphere, if you will, the actual moisture, and see if it kind of works itself over. But that's kind of where we're at right now with it. So again, not overly hyping this one at all, because it's nothing to overhype about. Here's current radar back once again for you, but nothing too crazy going on with that particular cell. All right. And that warning is gone officially, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But it keeps coming back on me, so I apologize. But it does. They did have it originally till 4 o'clock, but the warning was allowed to expire for Lucas and Wood counties. So hopefully we'll keep it very cool and calm today. Hopefully no more tornado warnings, but again, always a chance of a particular tornado, especially today, of just enough twist in the atmosphere, but cooler temperatures on the way. So we'll continue to come back live as needed. Hopefully you'll not totally cancel your plans. Might be a little wet out there today. But again, stronger winds being the big threat here for today, up to 60 miles an hour. So nothing even too crazy there. But again, I think the main threat that we're going to see across northern Ohio here is the flash flooding, and the flooding that continues to occur. So please remember, as you're going out today, please don't drive through flooded roadways. Don't put yourselves in danger, and please don't try to put our public safety and first responders in danger because you decided to do a dumb move and drive through flooded roads. Please don't do that. Please don't put them in danger. And remember,